This video will take you on a tour of the new Cohort 21 site and give you a sense of how to use it, along with its functionality, and show you the difference between the blogging aspect of the site and the social network. So here we are, and the front-facing site. If you scroll down from the main page, you'll see that it acts like kind of a newspaper. All the posts from across the cohort come in and are aggregated on this front page in a nice, easy-to-read fashion. On the side over here, you'll see that there's an activity stream, and even when you're not logged in, you can see what goes on across the site. And at this point during the year, as we've just launched the cohort, you'll see people friending each other in the activity. Later on, posts and all of the activity and commenting that goes on across the site can occur here. This is made explicit and transparent because we like to think that others could benefit from the conversation as well, even if they're not actually participating. You've also got the action plans from all the past years, so if you were to click on one of these pages and dive into one of these decks, you'll actually get a sense of what this might look like for you at the end of the year. Scrolling through the slide, you'll see the people in the previous cohorts, and these are essentially links to their design questions, taking them through to other decks that kind of consolidate all of their growth over the action plan periods. The member directory, which we hope you will fill out your profile for and make sure you upload a picture, an avatar, this will really help in kind of reminding you and remembering who is actually in the cohort and what they look like. So you can scroll through this list, and that's why it's important that your picture be there. For badges, we will have a helpful video here very soon that's going to show you how to input your badge into your blog. But to submit your badge and actually get it, you'll see how you can go through that process, and that's here. And then any of the videos that we use in the site and post from time to time are also in this part of the site, or this link here. So let's log in now. So by clicking on log in the top right hand corner, you're essentially given the login screen. Once I log in, I'm also going to hit remember me. This is really helpful to just have your password saved so you can get back here at any time and have easy access to the blog when you want to return to it. So here we go. We've just logged into the site, and what do we see? We see what is essentially the dashboard. The dashboard is a running kind of newspaper style reading opportunity for you, where you'll see all the posts from the cohort in one neat and tidy scrolling experience. Over here, you can also see there's ways to search, and you can create lists of blogs that you want to read, along with, if you hit read more or follow or add to lists, you can kind of make your own reading lists to go with. Over here under My Sites, if I click on My Sites, or if I mouse over My Sites, you'll see that you have your name will pop up here. In this case, it's a test account called New Member, and it simulates what it means to have access to your blog. So I'm kind of in my blog right now. If I go to My Sites or here, and then I go to my dashboard, the dashboard is kind of a home base for your blog. Now your blog is the front-facing part of your web presence with the cohort. So if I now open that in a new tab, my blog looks like this. My URL will be cohort21/my name, first name and last, and then we give you a template for your blog, which gives you two pages: the home page, which is essentially where all your new posts will go, and then an About Me page. Should you choose to maybe make this your professional resume, you could update this with facts about you and other things that you might want to share about you as a professional. This is known as the sidebar over here. The sidebar is part of your blog, and we actually load it with a couple tools for you. Those who want to subscribe to your blog by email may do so by opting in here. Then you've got the feed that allows other people who visit your blog to see all the other cohort blogs. That looks similar to the main page of ours. Then this one also shows them who's online, recent posts that you might have written, comments that might have been made on your blog, archives, categories, and so on. And then down below, you'll see that there's a blogging level 1 badge here, because if the blog has been made, you've already achieved level 1. So let's go back to the dashboard on the tab. I like to bookmark these things. I like to actually keep these handy, so I can just drag this over and put it in my bookmark bar if I'm on Chrome or Safari, and I've got that easily accessible. Down over here, I've got helpful WordPress video tutorials. So this is a really great resource for those of you who are new to WordPress. What's WordPress, you ask? WordPress is essentially this blogging platform. It's an open source one, and much like Blogger or any of the other ones, except being open source, it's freely available for the whole world to use, and so we use it because it's the most common blogging platform and quite easy to use. So now that I'm on my blog, I can go to posts and I can add a new post. And like we talked about at the first face-to-face, a post is made up of 3 elements. Very exciting title, something to entice, paragraph text, which would obviously be the content of the post, and then finally media. And so we recommend that you add media to all your posts by just hitting add media, either uploading pictures that you have or bringing them in from your media library. You'll notice that each of your media libraries has already been loaded with all the badges. That's done on purpose. So if I were to click on one of these and say, hey, I'm going to write a post about how I achieved power user status as a Cohort 21 participant, that's great. Clicking on an image will show you that you can actually play with the formatting and how text justifies around it. So adding media to a post lets you participate in this feed. So all these pictures are actually coming from the pictures that are inserted into the post. Scrolling down, you'll also want to add a featured image. This is kind of a neat stylistic image that would appear on your posts depending on what your theme looks like. So remember, posts are engaging titles, engaging content, and images to go along with it. Other than that, if you wanted to add more pages on your blog, you could click pages here and you could add other pages. It's essentially like a website. These are more static in nature, but you could have as many as you wanted. Comments over here allow you to actually manage the comments. So if we leave comments need to be approved or trashed, and sometimes spam pops up, and so those comments are also can be deleted here. For those of you who really want to tweak and like playing with different themes, you don't have to stay with this static theme. In fact, there are many themes loaded already into the Cohort 21 theme library for you to choose from. And we didn't really talk a lot about this on the first face-to-face just because there wasn't enough time, but this allows you to kind of go and search through all these nice themes and pick one that works for you. So you'll see there's lots of different stylistic options here. And if you know what you're doing and want another theme, just let me know and I'll load it. Widgets. So widgets relates to that sidebar that I was talking about over here. How do you put things here and new badges here? Well, that can be done by actually scrolling down. You'll notice at the bottom of this widget list, there are a whole bunch of widgets already present. And if I wanted to add the blogging level 2 badge, I could just drag this up right to the bottom of my sidebar. And when I drop it in right below level 1, as soon as I do, and when I refresh the page over here, you'll notice that widget will appear below the other one, giving you the badge. It's that simple. So that is basically all the aspects of the blog that you need to know. Let's go to the BuddyPress side. So over here, we have our profile. So in top right-hand corner, if I were to say what these two corners are for, the right-hand corner is for the social network of the site, and the left-hand corner, my sites, is for the blog, if you can kind of see how they're related. So if I go to my profile and I view it, I can go in and take a look at how others may see me with respect to my profile, open profile in the member directory. So here we ask that you update your profile and that you actually fill in the fields that we've given to you to fill out. So if I edit this area, I can add my profile photo and change this cover image if I wanted to. But I also am asked to fill in my name, current CIS Ontario school, your teaching philosophy and bio, And then if you your Twitter handle, and if you have LinkedIn, throw that in there too. And then hit Save Changes, and those changes will get made and posted for everyone. Okay? So you'll also see here that you can friend people. And the easiest way to friend people is to kind of go into the directory and ask for request friendship. And the only reason you would do this is so that you can directly message and interact with people on the site. Not that you couldn't really do that already. This is just a new functionality that we're looking to explore. So my recommendation is you just friend everybody. And then we can kind of learn how to use those parts of the site together. We've also asked that you join the group. So a group is a particular internal group that you might have access to. And so there are, if we want to look at the groups that are on offer right now, there are, right now we're not currently involved in any groups, but if I go up here, I believe, here we go, I can go to and see what groups are currently on offer on the whole site. And this will be populated by the groups that we do give you access to. I just realized that because this is a test user account, it doesn't have access to those groups. But normally you just see them listed here. And then under here, you'll got messages. So up here, we got our little inbox, and this is kind of an alert where it will show any internal kind of communication or requests that have been made in a way that when you do log in, you can kind of stay connected with everybody. So those are the kind of ins and outs of the blog and the BuddyPress site. I hope this video has been helpful. Of course, use the internal videos that we've provided for you and ask your facilitators or your coaches for help at any time. See you at the